So what I like to do is, nobody's in the frame, so I don't think we need waivers. But what I like to do is at least give you a video record of what you saw, just in case you're taking notes and you said, what was that point I was writing when you said that and I missed it. So we'll send you the link to that, and you guys can have that as a just a way to revisit what we've been talking about. So I'm very happy to be here. I love the elevator pitch competition. I am excited about my laundry room now, and I'm not sure now. But what it got me thinking of is, what rooms am I not excited about that I want to? So I love how the elevator pitch starts with a question, and then you say what it is you have to offer. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the 7 stages of small business success. And 10 years ago, I studied under a life cycle guru who works with mostly larger organizations. And one of his frustrations was he could never bring that life cycle down to the small business because the life cycle doesn't really apply all that much to us. Because today, Bill is an expert in Hunterdon County, Somerset County, New Jersey. And tomorrow, he's a newbie. He's fresh out of the box. So in a life cycle scenario, Bill would be a mature company. Next month, he's an infant. And he starts all over again, right? Fair enough? Yep. So we talk about something called the success cycle. And one of the things that I've learned is that wherever your business is right now, you can turn things around, you can align, you can grow. So have you ever wished that your business was a cash machine that just ran on autopilot? Ever had that wish? Yeah. Some of you have not had that wish. So you would like it to be different, right? Well, I'm a business growth expert. And what I do is I take the laws that were written on your behalf and I help you create as much money as possible for your business, as well as all the time you need to enjoy it. Okay, so that's my elevator pitch. I did it late, so I don't get the trophy, but. So the idea here is, what I've observed, we've helped 5,000 businesses launch in the last 9 years, and mostly small to medium-sized businesses. And one of the things that I've observed is that it doesn't matter the economy, it doesn't matter the currency. We operate in 35 different countries. It doesn't matter, I've been to South Africa and Australia and Canada and throughout Europe and the United Kingdom. And what I've learned is, if you follow certain principles, you will be successful and you won't be at the mercy of the economy. If you violate those principles, it doesn't matter how good the economy is, you're going to be punished. It's kind of like gravity. That's what I've learned. Now, one of the things that's funny is people would often say to me, well, you're a business coach. Isn't it tough right now? Do people have the money to spend on business coaching? And it's kind of like, business coaching is kind of like taking your car to the auto mechanic. When was the last time you went to the auto mechanic, took your car in, and said, it's very, very important, I'm sorry, I don't have an appointment today, but I want you to look over my car, it's running great, tell me what I'm doing right. Doc, I've got to meet with you right now, I've never felt so good in my life, how am I doing? What am I doing right? No, you go in when you're having a challenge. Right? My brakes are making a noise. Every time I turn the wheel, I hear a rattle. Or, doc, my back, my stomach, something else is killing me. What's going on? So I work with people who are in a personal recession. Doesn't matter what the economy is. So in 2005, when things were going gangbusters, we were still working with companies that they had a pain somewhere. Somewhere they were stuck. Somewhere there was a pain. Somewhere they wanted to make a change. So that's human nature. We ask for help when we're faced with a challenge or we're in transition of some sort. And there's never been a greater time for that and greater need for what we do than right now. We're in the most volatile season of business. It comes around every 20 to 25 years, by the way. We are about 8 years in. So those of you who think, oh, just hang on, the economy's on its way back. You've got 13 years of this. Oh my. So either eat your vegetables and hang on and wait for 2024, or get with the program. Now, there are certain strategies that you should be using during this economic season, and I'll go through those with you in a moment. I want to give you a little bit of context. I'm going to walk you through our handout, which will start at about 1 o'clock on the page. I'm going to walk you through what each of the 7 stages are. As I go through this and as I ask you certain questions, what questions will you ask? you're thinking? Well, they're right here on the page. As I ask them, you can fill them out for yourself. Because I want you to have an actionable plan when you leave here. I want you to have some ideas of how you can grow your business right away. Now, you received 2 sheets.
I got one sheet.
You got 1 sheet?
Yes.
Everybody should have gotten 2.
I need that sheet in your right hand.
There's I hold in my hand the one with the graph. That's the one you should be looking at now. And that one will come later. But for now, we're looking at this one.
Thank you.
All right. So business runs in 20 to 25 year cycles. We are in what is called winter. Don't let the 100-degree weather outside fool you. We are in winter. People buy very specifically in winter, which is the exact opposite of the way they buy in fall, which ended in 2005. Okay, so for the next 20 to 25 years, starting in 2005, in the volatile economy that we're in, people buy very specifically. And it's a bit of a paradox, but people are willing to pay more for your service than you are charging right now. Because people defer to authority figures in winter. So now, one of the things that I heard a lot of great 30-second elevator pitches, one thing I would encourage you to do to take your elevator speech to the next level, use the word expert and authority. Are you excited about your laundry room? Can I get you excited about your basement? I am an authority on getting people excited about every room in their house. I am an expert in this area. People have one shot with their money right now, and they can't waste it on somebody who sounds like somebody else. Does that make sense? So I love what you said, Jeff. You make my retirement and my kids' education crash proof. Love it. Use those types of terminology with it. If I've got this is my only $5. I just got laid off. Four of my clients just canceled on me. I've got one shot at $5. I can spend it on Bob, who thinks he might be able to help me, or I can spend 6 with Tom, and he's guaranteeing me I'll get my result. Who are you going to spend your $5 or $6 on? Tom. Guaranteed. Every time. So people are willing to spend more. As a matter of fact, if you play it right during this time, you could raise your rates right now. One of my expertise is helping you almost double your fee structure. Okay, so take whatever it is you charge, you could almost double what you pay, what you are paid. Wait, are you kidding me? Our firm charges $125 an hour. You saying I can get $250? Yep. Our coaches get paid 3 times the market rate. The average business coach makes $100 to $125 an hour. Our coaches bill themselves out at $315 an hour. To start, fresh out of the box. The coaches we've trained 5,000 over the last 9 years. So that's just big, because that's the way people buy now. They buy from experts. They don't buy from the company that kind of thinks they might be able to help. Does that make sense? So I want you to be able to leave here today thinking of ways how you can increase your expertise and your authority, building that part of your brand. So let's go through the 7 stages. There are 7 stages that all successful businesses go through. You can't skip a stage. You can't buy your trophy. You have to earn it today, right? You can't say, well, listen, don't give it to her. I'll give you $50. Just give me the trophy for the month. It doesn't work that way. You have to earn your trophy in business. You can't buy your way. Oh, I could just buy a business or a franchise, right? Yep. And that can suffer every bit as well as your own independently owned and launched business. So you have to earn your trophy. You have to work your way through these stages. And here they are. Stage 1 is called the strategic planning stage. This is where we say a dream is born. You know you've maximized this stage when you tell somebody about what it is you do, your vision, where you're going to be in the next 3 to 5 years. It puts a smile on your face and theirs. That's when you know you have a compelling vision. Watch out, Charlottesville. I'm coming to town. Facebook this. Bill's coming to town. We want to be in the Bill book going forward. Right? So if you have a compelling vision and you get excited about it and someone else gets excited about it, you have the right vision. If you're saying, well, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to accomplish that, and somebody says, oh, excellent, good. So, did you have the blueberry muffins? You got to work on your vision. All right? It's got to be compelling. People want to get excited. People want to know. They want to get behind what you're doing. And if you're not excited about it, how can they be? All right? In this time, people need to know you're fully committed. So I know when you sat down, when you first thought about your business, you were like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this and this in my business. And then you got a reality check when people started telling you no. Or you put in a proposal at this price, and you settled for that price. Right? And you're like, oh, well, maybe I'm not going to do what I initially thought I set out to do. And you might have tempered your vision a little bit. I'm saying reconnect to that vision that got you into business in the first place. That's what will carry you through. And you're going to need it when I get to stage 3. So, stage 1 is the only stage you can't stay at. And I'm not here to tell you that one stage is better than the other. They're just different. It depends on your goals. But stage 1 you can't stay at because, by definition, as soon as you get a paying client, somebody actually buys in to your 30-second pitch and hands over the money, you immediately go to stage 2.